Hey gang, today we're going to go over NanoSkin's Nano Shock. This is to be used with their AutoScrub system. So it kind of does three things. It cleans and removes the contaminants from the paint with the AutoScrub system. It also waxes and seals your paint and gives it just a great gloss. And I'll give you an example here. I have a truck in here. It is thoroughly washed. It's ready to go. We're going to use the AutoScrub system on it, and I'll show you how it makes the your gloss comes from having a perfectly flat, contaminant-free surface, and this will get you there, plus wax and seal your vehicle. Let's get it done. Okay, so the AutoScrub gets teamed up with the Nano Shock. I keep the AutoScrub stored in a breathable container after it's totally cleaned, so it has a place to dry but yet be out of dirt and dust. That gets attached to the Griot's garage and we're ready to go. So the Nano Shock acts like a glide for the AutoScrub. It also gives the surface a nice glossy look to it, like a wax, and it also seals and protects it for months. So what I usually do is put a nice coat on the surface of the vehicle, then I'm going to saturate the AutoScrub with the product as well and get to work. Get the product spread out on the surface, then I'll do crisscross patterns up, down, left to right. What I also have nearby within arm's reach is a nice soft plush microfiber towel to remove whatever residue or whatever product might be left over after using the AutoScrub. I also have compressed air, and I also have either a spray nozzle, spray hose, something where I can clean off the AutoScrub in between adding more product, in between passes, and in between going from one section to another. You want to keep that AutoScrub as clean as possible if you can, and that drastically decreases the chance of any marring or scratching. I have the speed of my machine here set at between 1 and 2. If you have the other speed dial, it would be somewhere in between 900 and 1200. Pressure is non-existent. I just glide the tool back and forth over the surface without applying any pressure. I just use my hands to cradle the tool, really. Make sure you have enough of the shock on there, and you'll know if you don't have enough on. The scrub will grab the panel, you'll feel it grabbing, and that means you need to add more product. I'm about to add more product and move on to a new section, so that means cleaning off the AutoScrub. Today I'm carrying around the water bottle instead of just using the nozzle and a water hose, and then using compressed air to follow up and blow out as much of that gunk as I possibly can to reduce marring. Now we simply apply new product, we move on to the next section we want to work on, and we rinse and repeat this process throughout the whole vehicle. Everybody's method here will probably differ slightly. What I like to do is split a panel up into two sections. And then after I'm done removing any kind of residue, I'll go back over it here like this and use the Nano Shock as a spray sealant. So going back over ensures that I have a nice thick layer of the sealant on there. It's spread out evenly, and it gives the product a nice chance of protecting the panel for as long as possible. I know I'll be asked how soon a wax or a topper can be added on top of that. I can tell you the product takes a full 24 hours to cure. That give or take some time depending on what kind of weather conditions, if it's humid or rainy or hot or dry. But I would wait 48 hours before adding a wax or a sacrificial layer or whatever you want to add on top of that. That ensures that the product has enough time to have the best bond with the surface that we just applied it to. I'm going to go ahead and go around and finish this up as quick as possible. I want to finish up and bring you guys in, show you how flat and glassy and smooth the surface is. The smoother the surface, the more shiny, the more reflective, the more glossy it will seem. And it has incredible hydrophobic properties, so besides making your paint or your surface look great, it also protects it, does a great job at protecting as well. Depending on the size of the vehicle you're working on, it shouldn't take any longer than somewhere in between 20 and 40 minutes to go around the whole thing. If you're doing the method I am and following up and using it as a spray sealant to ensure a nice thick layer, you may have to add 5-10 more minutes on top of that. I also use the AutoScrub and the Nano Shock on headlights, taillights, windows, windshield, mirrors, any hard reflective surface, chrome. I also use it on the coated or the polished plastic trim on the A and B pillars. Okay, I want to bring you in and walk you around the vehicle, and this white dull paint was beat up. It has plenty of miles on it. It's been through construction sites and so on, and I really think it did a great job removing the contaminants, making the surface as smooth as it's going to get, and adding a great layer of gloss and protection. If major paint correction isn't needed or isn't in the budget, this is a package you could offer to give a little bit of extra pop to the color, to bring it out, to make it shine, and also give it some added protection. As soon as I possibly can, I'm going to completely clean and dry that AutoScrub, and I'm going to store it with the scrub surface away from the side. I have my lid here that has holes in it so it can breathe, and I'm also going to lift up a little bit to help it breathe a little bit. After a couple hours, I'll pop that lid back down, store it away, and here you have some hydrophobic capabilities of the chemical, and it does a pretty good job. Alright gang, I'll put a link down below as usual for the Nano Shock by NanoSkin. And I realize I'm late for the party using the NanoSkin products, but I'm enjoying pretty much all of them that I've I've tried out so far and I'm working with. So, I mean, if I'm late for the party, I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are kind of late for the party with this NanoSkin line itself. So maybe these videos will help you out a bit. If you have any questions at all, or you have a comment for the Nano Shock system itself, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail, catch you in the next video.